Hi there, tennis fans. I'm Grace Carter, and this is Tennis Now, presented by Tennis Express. Tennis Express, order today, and it ships today. Novak Djokovic received a hero's welcome returning home to Belgrade. But the world number one is still facing major resistance when it comes to Grand Slam play. The day after his deportation from Australia on Sunday, more bad news for the reigning Roland Garros champion coming out of France. The sports minister, Roxana Maracineau, announced a mandatory vaccination for all athletes, staffers, and fans in France. The vaccine pass has been adopted. It will become compulsory, she says, to enter public buildings already subject to the health pass, that's stadiums, theaters, or lounges. This includes all spectators, practitioners, French or foreign professionals. Now, the minister noted that Roland Garros is 4 months away with a May 22nd start date, so the situation could change. However, right now, unless the unvaccinated Djokovic takes the stab or the French government approves a medical exemption for him, he will not be defending his Roland Garros crown under the current law. It's a reversal of the French Tennis Federation president's earlier message when he suggested he would consider exemptions for some unvaccinated players. Now, recall that Frenchman Pierre-Hugues Herbert, who partnered Nicolas Mahut to their second Roland Garros doubles title last year, is also unvaccinated. So there was a belief the clay court major would allow some player exemptions. But now that looks unlikely. Big question is, will the UK and Wimbledon be next? Under the current rules, Novak wouldn't even be eligible to enter the US. So if he says no to the vaccination, his 2022 Grand Slam season could be over before it begins. Hall of Famer Mats Wilander sees some major ramifications for the race for GOAT. He says there's a good chance the big three may end up deadlocked at 20 Grand Slams apiece. If the rules don't change, Novak could be out for this year. In addition, Australia twice canceling Novak's visa, the Serb now faces a 3-year ban from Australia. If that ban is upheld, he'll miss the next 2 Australian Opens. However, Immigration Minister Alex Hawke has the personal power to waive that ban if he chooses. John McEnroe has weighed in. He's called the entire saga a disgrace. He says Djokovic wasn't really playing by his own rules. He doesn't like that Stefanos Tsitsipas has said so. Max says Novak was playing by the rules the TA supplied in initially approving his medical exemption on December 30th. And he asserted that Djokovic would not have traveled to Australia in the first place if that medical exemption hadn't been approved. Rafa Nadal stands alone as the only former AO champion now in the men's field as he plays for a record 21. After his opening round win in Oz, Rafa called the entire case a mess and said while Novak isn't the only one that probably did things wrong in the case, he is also responsible. Currently, the ATP says 97 of the top 100 ranked men are vaccinated. Novak's former coach, Boris Becker, says given growing government restrictions in the face of the Omicron variant, the simplest solution would be for Novak to get the shot. Becker says if Novak wants to break the men's mark, he really doesn't have any other choice. So what's Novak's next step in this case? Will we see Nole play a Grand Slam tournament in 2022? Is Novak committing self-sabotage? Or is he simply making a stand for his beliefs? He doesn't believe he should be told what he has to put in his own body. Where do you stand on this one? I'm Grace Carter. We'll see you next time here on Tennis Now.